Welcome to the All About TRH podcast, aka All About the Real Housewives, aka All About the Truth. On today's episode, we recap the Real Housewives of Orange County and dive into Tamra Judge's manipulating ways, plus respond to Melissa Gorgas' shade and go over tons of very juicy hot topics in the Real Housewives universe, including Kyle versus Andy, Jennifer defending Teresa, plus some Vanderpump Rules stuff. Hi, Chantel.
Hey, Roxanne.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Tomorrow we have a big day. It's not really a big day, but you guys, we are getting apparel. Wait, is that right? Apparel?
Yeah.
I got scared.
Well, we're gonna go see like what that looks like.
Yeah. So we're excited about that, and we're going super, super, super early in the morning, and it's pretty late right now, but we needed to get an episode in because we know you guys want one.
Did you save what people wanted from us, like for merch?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. You guys
love your guys' opinions.
Oh my gosh. You guys make fun of how we say Gorga because I say Gorka. And and people think I do it on purpose and they get mad, but I swear to God, it's so hard for me. I don't know why. And I think Chantel, you do it too. I get like more. Okay. So yeah, cause I get a lot of shit for it. I know they say me, but because one time I heard you say it and then the caption thing spelled it with a K. So I was like, maybe Chantel says it too. But yeah, so people were like, can you please make that a shirt, Princess Gorka?
Oh my God, that'd be hilarious.
And I'm like, that is so freaking funny. So yeah, we are excited. We are going tomorrow to figure that out. And yeah, that is some exciting stuff. I feel like this week has been so chaotic for both of us.
So crazy.
It really has. You guys, it's not been a good week.
Roxanne will text me and be like, I quit, Rex, or we need an assistant. And I'm like, what?
Literally, it's so hard. It's just so
more
hard.
With life stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. It's so hard because with the kids, and then Chantel's doing wedding planning stuff, and she's at the thick of are people going to come to Mexico or not? We need to know in the next 2 weeks because of room stuff. And then
I know the way I have to text people is just, ugh.
Yeah, it totally sucks. I know you're so stressed about that. And then wait, what else? Why are you texting right now? It sounds like you're texting.
No, you always say that and you never hear that.
Oh my gosh, there's a click, 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 and it's making me mad. So
it's my nails. I'm clicking my nails.
Please don't though, because I don't like noise. So please don't. I when my kids eat and chew loud or anything, I get so annoyed, and I'm like, enough. I have a what's that?
Yeah,
there's
you have
a thing for it.
Yeah, it's a phobia. There's a word for it.
Yeah, I don't like noise. I hate everything, and I get so annoyed. My mom wants to kill me because she'll be next to me chewing gum, and I'll just look at her and I'll be like, Mom, I can't, and she'll be like, shut up, and I'm like, oh my God. So that's my life. But oh yeah, and then we both have work, and work has just been so crazy for both of us. So yeah, but you know what? We're gonna make it work. We're gonna try our best. We actually spoke to our podcast network today, who's really happy with us. So, hey, Chantel.
Yes.
I know. And we have so many things coming, but, we will when it's a little bit closer, we'll talk about it. But they told us that they want us to start doing 3 to 4 episodes a week. Now, I don't see us doing 4.
I almost went down to the floor.
I know. Oh my gosh. We both were like, wait, what? What? And they were like, even if it's not long, And so, yeah, maybe I think because especially with New Jersey, Chantel, our episodes were an hour long. Then we had these interviews that were an hour long. So it was a lot. And I feel like we shy away from doing an episode if we know it's going to be 25 minutes, and maybe we shouldn't be like that. But how can you guys even keep up with us if we do that? Can you? I don't know. I mean, I listen to stuff in the car, so.
No, I mean, I always listen to podcasts. So especially if I love someone, if they came out with 3 episodes, I'd be fine. But yeah, 3 hours.
Do you guys love us? Do you?
I hope.
Right. So today, anyways, yeah, so that happened. But today we're going to cover some hot topics. I didn't even tell Chantel this. And then we're going to talk Orange County. Now, I know some of you guys are I'm not watching Orange County, but it's good in the sense of I need to blast Tamra. So it's good in that sense where we can just call out what a terrible person she is. So and I'm liking it. I just love Shannon, but I'm liking it. Chantal, how are you feeling?
I like it too, but I mean, like in this episode, for instance, like the first 20 minutes, I wanted to gouge my eyes out, if that's how you say it. And I was dying until the very end. And I was like, okay, this is where it's at.
I feel like, yeah, the first 30 minutes sucked. The last 30 minutes were really good.
Yes.
Yeah. I wrote like good notes for the last 30 minutes, but that's it. But we do have some hot topics. I thought we would talk about some hot topics first.
Okay, like what do you have? I mean, I have one maybe that I thought was interesting.
Well, so I'm not quite sure if this is for sure. So let's talk Jersey, because
Oh my God, you guys! I want to go. If we go one episode without Roxanne talking about Jersey,
I'm obsessed. I'm sorry.
I know.
Now like the freaking trolls are gonna come at me and be like, she's this obsessed person. But so I took a photo with Teresa. And I put it up, and I only put it up on some social media platforms just because like there's so many haters and whatever. And I got like a lot of shit on Twitter for it. And then Melissa goes on her podcast, and she brings Sierra from Summer House, which is funny because Chantal and I don't like Sierra from Summer House. And
you especially don't like Sierra.
I mean, like, calm down. It's not that serious. Like what? But no, I think she's unnecessary for the show. And so I don't listen to Melissa's podcast, honest to God. Like I'm so messy that I'm like, I don't want to give her a review. So, but you guys, I know it's so stupid because who am I? But like, you guys always report everything to me. So someone came to me and they were like, I think Melissa's throwing shade at you because she said on her podcast, her and Sierra said how like some people will like how things will get leaked and how they will talk to blogs and it'll get leaked and whatnot. And then Melissa apparently said, yeah. And then there's people who will take pictures with the housewives and
so annoying.
It's so funny because so I had to, and then there were like some haters about it. And I had to literally put that I think people forget only like, no offense, like thanks to our new listeners and to our new people. We love you guys. But we have like really loyal supporters who were with like All About TRH from 2012. So they know how it is. And we would go to events all the time. We've met 90% of the housewives, whether it's like me or Laura. Chantel's met a few. I mean, Chantel met the whole New York cast. So we've met these housewives. We've had one-on-ones. I've sat down and had a one-on-one with Kyle Richards. Like I've had one-on-one with Tamra, Vicky. Like we've had one-on-ones where we meet these people and we talk to them. And then if you, back in the day, like on All About TRH, on the left side of the website, you can go on like web archives and see how our website used to look, but it would have All About TRH interview with, and every single housewife you could think of, Heather Dubrow, every housewife we interviewed, Brandi Glanville, Kyle, Lisa, everybody. So, we have affiliation with everyone. I've spoken to Melissa on the phone, and I know how she works. I know all that stuff. And I think it's just so silly that she could say that when she sits there and she befriends, and I don't think anything's wrong with it, but exactly, the way she like calls like it out, you befriend, you literally sit there and you befriend bloggers, and
she's the biggest hypocrite.
Yes, she really is.
But even this small situation, like how are you so
She just
crazy?
Wants to control the narrative. Like she befriends bloggers. She starts commenting on their stuff. They get excited and then they'll churn and be like, you know what? This is like cool. I'm getting attention from Melissa. Melissa strategically has had a podcaster who is like a Bravo podcaster who just covers Bravo on her podcast so that they could talk good about her in recaps. She had, Bravo and Cocktails. She had them on her podcast. They hate Teresa. They hate Teresa so much. And they love Melissa and Margaret. They've hung out with Margaret multiple times. Nothing wrong with that at the end of the day. So they stand Melissa and Margaret. They have a personal relationship with Melissa and Margaret. They get tea and people can assume it's from Melissa and Margaret. We've had tea from 2012 because we've been known as a New Jersey blog, and it comes from anyone. Like think a stylist. Think like a stylist who is styling Melissa and Melissa's talking about the show. That stylist comes back and says, hey, by the way, this happened. So we like hear it from everyone. We have a former producer that we're super tight with. Like we hear it from everyone. So I think it's just so crazy, but she tries to put that narrative out there because like she's trying to get someone in trouble. And that's exactly like why I didn't even want to share any of that, because I knew like what Melissa does. And she did exactly what I thought she was going to do.
And like, to be honest, like if there was so much, if you had it, like you don't even get, there's not even that much benefit of you knowing Teresa. There really is.
Yeah, like what? Have I ever interviewed her? Have I ever brought her on a podcast? No.
And I'm gonna call out what it is. It is just what, like, yeah, you're friends with her. It's cool. Like I think you guys like each other because you guys have known each other for like 8-10 years. Even now with our own podcast, I start to know who's commenting and, messaging and DMing us. And I'm like, we're like, oh, is it that person? And like, you start to form relationships. So it's just natural.
Yeah. And I mean, I obviously stan Teresa. I obviously stan Jennifer, but I've been consistent. I've never flip-flopped. Yes, I got good with Melissa at one point because her and Teresa were getting along. And like, she was like, listen, she even said, I'll take care of you, like whatever, but like, it didn't last because I really don't like her as a person. Like, I don't like how she is to her family. I think she's fun. I just don't like how she is to family. And I think she's the biggest hypocrite ever because she does everything that she talks about with other people. And it drives me crazy. It really, really does. So
it's funny how she ended up seeing that picture, or like someone obviously told her, but
yeah, no, someone for sure told her, just like you guys tell me everything. I have 3 little kids. I don't know what the hell's going on. So you guys really do loop me in everything. So thank you guys for that. But yeah, so I just had to respond to that because I just think she's so strategic. Like she's putting that out there on purpose. And she's also putting that out there so people come at me and say, oh yeah, someone's paying you to like say this. Again, go look at our website, go look at all our old articles. You'll see the same, like, I mean, how many times can I say it?
Yeah. And you used to do this thing with like these t-shirts and then we would have them hold up your t-shirt that said all about your race.
Yeah. That's what we put up. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And like, we really would like be so embarrassing and be like, hey, can you hold this picture? And then Ramona looked at me one time. I was like, no. And I was like, please. And then she like if you look at the picture with Ramona, she was not happy.
Yeah, Ramona, that was the worst experience. But then when like I've listened to Ramona more and she hates pose. So like she was obviously like dying that she did that. I mean, no other housewife has ever reacted to, like that ever. So it was just that. But yeah, I thought that was actually super funny.
Hi, time. Roxanne, did your kids take their vitamins today?
Yeah, Sloan and Charlie were all for it. Jack is still a little too young, but it's the perfect vitamin for kids 20 months and older.
I know you guys have heard me talk about my supplements and how I take a lot of different vitamins. My niece will always see me grabbing mine, and she always wanted some, but I never knew if they were safe for kids. But now we have Haya. Haya is perfect for kids and does not have all the junk that most vitamins do.
My girls are picky eaters, and I always stress about the fact that they don't eat enough vegetables. And with Haya, these vitamins are packed with 12 organic fruits and vegetables, helping children get essential nutrients. I was also shocked to realize how much sugar vitamins have, that my pediatrician even suggested these as a preferred vitamin because it isn't filled with sugar and they are free of heavy metals, which is a relief.
My niece is also picky, so she didn't want to take them right away. But then we did this activity together. They let you decorate the bottle, and you place stickers on them, and it was so much fun.
Try Haya now at hayahealth.com/TRH and get 50% off your first order. That's $15 for your first bottle to support your kids' immunity and have fun doing it. Okay, so another hot topic that we have is James Kennedy.
Yeah, reunited. This is one I had.
Oh, go ahead. You say it then.
Sorry. Well, no, because I mean, obviously I get everything from your guys' page anyways, but no, it's fine, this story is the scariest story I've ever heard.
Yeah. So
James and Raquel have this dog together, and it was Raquel's when they broke up, apparently. Like she would only let him see the dog a few times. Like we've seen that in Vanderpump.
Play out.
Yeah, we saw that in Vanderpump Rules.
And he was devastated. Like he's like, I want to see him more. It's a boy, right? It's a boy dog. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Graham. It is a boy.
His name is Graham. Yeah.
Yeah. And so then Raquel puts this dog up for adoption, or like up in
she drops it off
Humane
at a
Society.
Shelter.
Yeah. Okay. Like not Humane Society, but a shelter. Why wouldn't you just call James and say, I'm giving up this dog?
Yeah, this is a big deal that she would ever do that. And the reason that James ended up finding out is because Vanderpump Dog Foundation, they got alerted about Graham's situation. They looped James in, and then James picked up the dog. He now has a dog in like training classes, and he's happy to have him back. But
oh yeah, because apparently Raquel says the dog was having a biting problem.
Yeah, biting problem, like behavioral issues, including a biting problem. And it's like,
Yeah,
okay,
because
so then
look at their mom.
right, call James. That's mean. I feel like we're so mean to her though. And I'm actually no, she was so bad at the reunion. She was so bad at the
No,
reunion.
she needed help, and like she's getting help, and so if she displays that one day, I'm sure everyone will switch and be nice again. But you
Yeah.
just dropped off your dog that you know that you're the person like loved the dog so much. Like, why wouldn't you call him?
Exactly. Yeah, that was super messed up. And she is getting so much hate for this, like so much freaking hate. And it's like,
Especially because people are
damn.
such dog lovers. I mean, we're not,
Yeah,
but
we're so
everyone's
not, you guys. We're so not. It's bad. But so we like I don't even, but like I feel like if I had a dog, I would love a dog.
Roxanne, you had a dog for 2 weeks and you had to get rid of
Chantal,
him.
stop saying that. Oh my gosh, Chantal, do not tell these dog lovers this. See, this is what I mean. Oh my gosh, Chantal, why would you do that? I'm gonna get so much shit. No, first off, I had just started my corporate job and I told Jacob, we were dating, that I want a dog. And he got me a dog and I was like, oh wow. And my boater mother, okay, who like is like they're clean freaks and they think dogs are disgusting. So I was like working 9-hour shifts and my mom was taking care of the dog basically. And my mom was like, this is not happening. And so like, let's blame this on my mom and call her the
I remember
person.
You also hated the fact that you had to be with the dog all the time and it was a puppy and you definitely did not know how to take care of a puppy.
I didn't think it through because again, I would have to leave it at home and my mom like was not having it. So yeah, this isn't about me. This is about Raquel right now. So let's not, and I was very young. I was like 20. So let's not talk about this right now. Okay. Cause I'm scared, you guys.
Well, it's funny because
people change and evolve.
It's funny because when we start this episode of Real Housewives of Orange County, the episode starts off with Tamra getting like her dog's ashes. And I was just cracking up because I was like, I would never even have to do that ever because I would never get a dog.
See, my husband loves dogs and he wants to get a dog. And I'm like, it's not
Oh, he
happening.
does?
Jacob, are you kidding?
I know he loves dogs, but I'm shocked that he would want them with the kids.
He wants to get a dog so badly. I'm like, Jacob, please. Like, can you even imagine, Chantal, our household with a dog? Our household is so chaotic. Like, I cannot
No,
imagine.
thank you. I would not want to come over.
I cannot imagine a dog. Yeah, you already get so overwhelmed being at my house for like the 5 seconds that you are. Because my girls are so close in age. They're 13 and a half months apart. So they're constantly fighting. But then they're like, they love each other. And then my baby is teething. So he's just crying all the damn time. So, but you know, we got to show him love. And that's what we're doing. But yeah. Okay. Were we talking about dogs? How did that just come back to my kids? See?
Because you would not be able to handle a dog with your kids.
No, hell no. And my kids would like harass the dog. So absolutely not, because they are savage with dogs. Anyways, so yeah, that is a whole crazy situation. Did you, Chantal, hear about what Andy Cohen did to the new housewife from New York, Brynn?
That was so messed up.
Okay, good. You agree, right? That's so disrespectful.
Yeah, and I hope Kyle calls him out, but explain.
So, Brynn looks like the type, you know, she looks like the type.
She's out there to steal your man.
Yeah. You want to hide your husbands, hide your kids, hide everybody from her. Okay. And so she was in an interview and Andy asked, or no, they were on like, the premiere party and Andy asked, and he said to her, like, who's the hottest house husband? And she was like, Mauricio. And it's like, okay, you know that like Kyle and him are separated. Like, why would you even say that? I don't know. And so Andy goes, he's available. And I'm like, ew, why would you say that, Andy? To me, that's so disrespectful. Like, whether people believe Kyle and Mauricio, it's a made up thing or whatever, they're still going through some shit. And to me, it's so disrespectful if my boss went and told this like new badass B that my husband is available after she said he was the hottest husband.
Well, he like responded and said that it was like he was trying to be cheeky, basically.
Yeah, he said I was being absolutely flippin' cheeky, not serious on any level. And I'm like, okay, and how, like, Andy just goes too British. Far. Yeah. Andy, I know, right?
Like this, I'm watching Love Island again, you guys, and they always say like, you're so cheeky.
Yeah, I don't think it was cool. And like, even if you're joking, it's hurtful. So it's like,
so
this is
rude.
Not funny. This is like, Kyle really is going through something. So I'm not okay with that, Andy. And I already know he probably did text Kyle.
Yeah, he's pretty good about that and like saying sorry to them and just like continuing that relationship.
All right, one more hot topic, Chantal, before you kill me.
Oh, wow.
So,
okay.
I know, right? We probably should
This could have been the third episode.
Oh my God, Chantal. This should have been the third episode. Damn it. So, yeah. See, we need to start doing that. Okay. So this one is, so Louie's ex, who's a psychopath, who's like mentally unstable. I don't care what anyone says. She has been going on podcasts. And when these podcasts feature her, in the caption, they will say, Teresa Judge and Louie Ruelas ex-girlfriend, and they always have to bring up Teresa and Louie. So it's like, why you are like obsessed, like for someone who's acting so scared, whatever. So anyways, she goes on a podcast and she basically starts talking about Teresa's daughter. She starts like diagnosing them and then talking about Teresa, like saying that Teresa's like delusional and whatnot. And just
how can we get this girl's like license away? Like you cannot be doing that.
No, how does she have a license for real though?
I know.
So confused by it. No, it really doesn't make sense at all. So she's like talking about Teresa. She's now talking about the children, which is like a very scary, scary thing. And Jennifer,
leave the kids out of it.
Jennifer, my girl, she comments and goes like, what is the goal here? Did some people not get the meme yet? Did she mean to say memo yet? FYI, Louie is married to Teresa. That old chapter is and has been closed, done over by. Stop holding on. And maybe we shouldn't focus so much on narcissism, but rather the obsessive compulsive disorder where, quote, some people just can't let it go. Hashtag new chapter, hashtag enough already, hashtag let it go.
Okay, Jennifer.
She's like the best friend that I would die for.
That's such a great friend for her to go out there because she knows Teresa's not going to go out and try to say anything to give the attention.
Teresa doesn't care. Let her be. My God, I can't with this person. Overwhelming. She's a psychopath and needs psychological help. And I feel bad for her son. That's all I have to say. And yeah. And okay, but that's all my hot topics. I think
Great job. That was great. Yep.
Those were some good, interesting. Yeah, I feel like those were really interesting hot topics. Yeah. Anyways, someone actually texted me and they were like, can you call me, Chantal? No, they said to me, can you call me? And I was like, hell no. Cause it's those people that like stays on the phone for like an hour. And I was like, you know what? I am not going to do that to Chantal. We need to record this podcast.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. I know you would have gotten pissed too. So anyways, and I have so much to do tonight. Chantal, you're editing this podcast. I swear to God, I have to clean my whole house.
Yeah, I already started. It's fine.
Okay, thanks. Okay, anyways, let's get into OC. So Chantal, I started writing notes like in the middle of it.
Okay, so let me start and then you can talk.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so we see little scenes of Tamra and Jen riding canoes with her boyfriend, but then we get to Shannon, and Shannon's is at her boyfriend's house, and they're cooking dinner. What'd you say?
I go yawn.
Oh yeah, literally yawn. But okay, so we're at Shannon and her boyfriend. This is my first time really seeing her boyfriend. I know you have probably in previous seasons, but do we think John and Shannon are gonna last? Like, what's their deal?
Chantal, he broke up with her after filming. Oh my God, Chantal.
Oh my God, right now? Like they're broken up?
Yes.
Why did I not know this?
I can't with you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, don't talk. Last episode, Janelle.
I know. People thought that was actually funny.
Yeah, I know.
All right, go ahead. So let's not
talk about it. That was funny because I was yelling at you.
I know. I really was convinced I was right. We jump from topic to topic. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
Wait, so did they break up like because she's going to get back with her ex or something? Oh, wow, this is crazy.
Chantal, no, she's not going to get back with her ex. Like, what the fuck? No, that's not at all why they broke up. He broke up with her out of the blue as soon as filming wrapped up.
Okay. So how did you not write notes for this part? Because Emily and Tamra are getting their nails done.
I know. Emily is the fucking go. I love her this season.
Oh, wow. Okay. Like I was kind of like getting annoyed with her, but then when we get to the end, it kind of all explains itself,
No, I was not.
But why don't we have these nail places that have champagne? Maybe that's why we would like to go to them, but I dread getting my nails done.
We hate getting our nails done more than anything. It's literally a chore. It's the most depressing thing. I bring my phone, I put my headphones on, and I start rewatching Real Housewives because I am depressed.
Maybe we need to start going with each other people because maybe that makes it better. But yeah.
Yeah, you've come with me like when I was trying to like induce my labor. Like we got pedicures.
But that was like a chore.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought it was relaxing. I mean, it didn't work. So that's that. It definitely did not work, but yeah.
Okay, but yeah, we're in the scene, and the way that Tamra is always talking shit about Heather, and then Heather walks in. Heather walks in 2 minutes later.
She's the worst. It's
very concerning. No, it's very concerning.
And Emily's not fucking with Heather Dubrow this season.
Yes,
but towards the end, we like understand it.
Yeah, so like right now when she's starting talking, like she's talking shit to her, I'm just like, okay, like dang, like why is she doing that to her? But to me, it's that, okay, Heather comes across this way to everybody. Clearly, every season a new person comes in. Heather comes across that she's a know-it-all or better than them. To me, if I was Heather, I would just be like, this is how I am. Get over it.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because I want Heather's life. Heather has an amazing life. She's rich as hell. Like, are people jealous? I don't get it.
I don't think that they're jealous. I just think that sometimes it does come off like you're talking down to someone, but I have my problems with Heather, which will be like in midway, but yeah.
Okay. I just feel like she's been told this so many times. So it's like, no one's new telling her this. Like, even when they're at the dinner and they're telling her this, like, no one's new. Like, you guys, they've all been saying the same thing.
Right. I agree. Like, I feel like she should just be, you can tell she's going through some stuff though with like her kids, and she's having a really hard time though with them too.
Because they like left the nest, you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, she even says like, I'm going through personal stuff. She keeps bringing up how hard it is that her kids have left her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure you can relate, even though your kids are 3.
I mean, I went to Meijer today, and literally I come home and they're like crying. I'm like, why'd you leave me? And I'm like, oh my God. Like, I went to freaking Meijer, which is a grocery store, and they freaked out. I'm doing like a campaign with Meijer. And so I'm like, I cannot bring any of you with me. And yeah, they were crying. So yeah, I mean, I can only imagine. That's obviously super tough. It's her first kids too, because they're twins.
Oh, yeah.
That's like the hardest thing ever.
We get to Jen, and she's at her yoga studio. Yoga. Why did I say that weird?
Yeah, yoga studio.
I'm not used to doing this part, you know?
I know.
And and I do think it's important for women to have their own thing, which is nice that she does that. But then
okay, Chantal.
No, but then she says that it's with her ex-husband. So I'm like, okay, do you have your own thing?
Yeah, clearly. I mean, at least the show will. I mean, the show starts off. Oh my gosh, you guys, we didn't talk about this real quick. The Real Housewives of New York premiere ratings were horrible.
Oh yeah, they were like 0.67.
Yeah, which is like
670,000 people.
Yeah, I was going to say 6,000. Yeah, I didn't mean that.
None of us would have jobs out here if that was the case.
Yeah, so they were really poor ratings, and even like I remember last season's all-time low was like around 800,000. So that was like pretty fucking shocking that it was that low. But that goes to tell you also, like, hey, a reboot maybe isn't the best. However, all of them are getting paid only $60,000. So maybe Bravo doesn't care that much because last season was an all-time low and they were paying half the housewives nearly $1 million, if not $1 million.
Oh yeah. Wow.
So if you think about it, you guys, they're only paying these housewives $60,000. So they're like, whatever. Fuck it. Like, let's see what happens. At least we're just paying $60,000. That's what the network cares about, money. So I don't know. I just thought about that. So I'm sorry, guys.
I do think it'll go up and up and up when people start to like see the drama, get to know the people. So hopefully it does.
I mean, I didn't mind the first episode. However, I didn't have an attachment to the old cast. Like, pretend this is New Jersey, pretend this is Beverly Hills. Like, I'm going to have a fucking problem like everyone else and say I'm not watching, even though I'll watch.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. But I feel like if they do it next, it'll be for Orange County.
I don't know. I don't
think
so.
Atlanta.
Atlanta for sure. Oh, Atlanta's so bad. I can't even. Like, again, why is Sonia cast? Okay, sorry. What were you saying?
Okay, we were at Jen's yoga studio, and Gina comes there and they apologize. Like, I was just so bored with this conversation.
Yeah, that was such a boring conversation. Please, let's forward it.
Yeah.
I can't. Like, I really can't. It's so stupid.
Then we get to Emily, and she's talking about her mom. And to me,
oh yeah,
I watched the first season she came on, so I know that she's had these issues with her mom. So fast forward 3-4 seasons, like it's the same issues with her mom. So did anything happen? Did I miss anything?
No, they just like, they go in and out. I mean, they live in a different state. It's so weird, you guys. Like, we don't like live in different states from our parents. So it's so weird knowing that we're so sheltered, Chantal.
Yeah,
like
we really
like
are.
I could never, my mom lives 3 minutes away from me and I call her for everything. And she just like comes to my house. I'm like, Mom, come help me. There's like, I don't know. And my mom drives me crazy, but I freaking love her. And she lives right next to me. I'm like, this is great. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's just okay. Yeah. I just got distracted.
I feel bad for her upbringing, but the good thing is she changed the cycle for her kids, and that's all that matters. That's what I got from that.
She also like scene. It was really sad though, because she's like, she started crying because she's like, that was like me. I was once a kid. Now I have kids and my kids are growing and it's devastating. And it's like same. And
I like that she said it at the end. She doesn't need an apology she doesn't need an apology from her mom. She's just going to move on and just take the relationship as it is. And I think that's growth. Sometimes you don't need to sit there and hear someone say sorry to you.
Yeah, exactly. And her mom's like not even around her for her to get annoyed of things. So it's like, it's fine. I mean, that was the dumbest statement that I've ever said, but still. Okay. So what's the next scene? Because I want to see if I wrote notes yet.
Well, the next scene was Shannon with her daughters, which they're so gorgeous. But I really want to see how long Shannon's going to live with her non-toxic ass, because I love that kind of stuff. But she even went so far as to say that she buys clothes because they don't have the chemicals in it. Like, this is too much for even me.
Wait, Chantal, I mean, that's exactly how she was when she first came on in the season. She's been consistent all these years. She literally had no Wi-Fi in her house.
I know. And so that's what I'm saying. I can't wait to see how long she lasts, because
I think she's going to last. Like, or are you saying how she lives?
Yes.
I thought you were saying how long she lasts doing this. I'm like, no, this is a lifestyle.
No, because like she's taken that so like crazy, and I love it, but she's even built homes. She takes it down a whole nother level. So I just want to see.
Yeah, I agree. And I love that she's like so unbothered by David now. So I think that's good.
Yeah. But we're going to get to the scene of them going on the boat. But right before the scene was Emily and Gina were on a FaceTime. And then Emily said something again about Heather. So I'm like, okay, this girl really does not like Heather, and what's going on. And then we go onto the boat and they're all meeting each other.
Yeah, I totally get where Emily's coming from with all of that. So they all go on the boat. Does anything happen on the boat that you want to talk about? Because I'm like talking about once.
No, I just think it's so motherfucking rich that they're getting on this little boat to go to Nobu. Like, this is not Heather's life. Heather, is just crazy.
And you know what it is? I feel like they get annoyed about Heather with things like this. They're like, okay, like we get it. You're extra as fuck. Like we get it. This is so like.
I would love a friend like that.
Me too.
Please take me. Like, let me go on this Duffy boat. Right. I'm going every night. Hey, like you're good. Oh my gosh.
Cool. I would cherish that and be like, this is fucking awesome. Thank you so much. I can't afford it, so thank you for doing this for me. I would love it. But yeah, I just think for them, they're like, all right, Heather, we get it. You're rich. And it's like, bitch, like I'm making this entertaining and I know what viewers want to watch, and they want to watch me on this boat.
The one thing I on this boat though, which was weird, is when Heather and Taylor, they both like apologize to each other, but then Heather takes it back in her confessional. It was weird.
Yeah, it's so weird. It really is, because like, I feel like Taylor is like valid in everything she felt.
A little bit.
Okay. Bye. Okay. So anyways, so let's just get to them all sitting down, because I have so much to say about this. I feel like, so Chanel, you're so right though, that the beginning was so like,
it was so boring.
Yeah. Okay. So I don't know if it's just me who noticed this, but when Heather sits down and they're talking and she explains that she got a red eye because Max, her daughter, is struggling in college, Tamra kind of gives like side eye as she gulps her water when Heather talks about it and then says like, I brought a card. Can you guys like all write in it? And it just is like, wait, Tammy, you're truly like the worst friend to Heather. And it's so weird because Heather has a strong personality, but when it comes to Tamra, she backs down. She's so afraid of Tamra. She even says later on in the episode that Tamra gets nasty and she doesn't want to direct it towards her. And I'm like, I don't understand this.
Same. And I can't wait for, if it's not going to be Heather, it's going to be the new girl Jen, for them to put her in her mother freaking place.
She needs to be put in her place.
And she does. And I'll tell you what Jen does in a little bit, but like, she really, like, I can't, her energy to me is the worst.
Oh my gosh,
even when they sat down, she goes, Shannon, you're so far away from me. Like, that was shade, because it's like, it's like she's almost trying to say that like Heather put her across the table from her.
The worst thing Shannon did is forgive her. The worst thing. I swear, the worst thing she did. Also, I want a Tom Ford candle.
Okay, we can get you one.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, they're like $80.
Oh, that's not bad. Chanel, no, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
There's no way a Tom Ford candle is $80.
Google.
Tom Ford candle. All right, a Tom Ford candle. Okay, yeah, you're right. It depends. It's like there's one that's $135.
There's one that you love. It's like black, and then it has like a really nice pink in the middle.
Yeah, that's the one that's $135.
Oh, wow.
And it's the opposite. The rose? Yeah. Okay, Chantal, calm down. You're Googling it.
No, I'm not. I don't have my computer in front of me like you do.
Whatever. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, I agree with you. I will say I don't like get Gina's drama with Heather. I mean, like in the beginning, like I don't know. Gina's annoying.
There was one part though during this thing. Why I wrote down she was funny and relatable. What did she say? I don't know what she did. That was pretty funny.
What? Please elaborate.
I don't know. I didn't write down anything other than that.
Okay, well, so she is so all over the place. So she says she worries for Jen. She's acting like she's this close friend with Jen. But then after the episode airs, she tweets that she didn't bring Jen on the show, calls her a newbie, tells her to sit down and to be honest, that she doesn't like do things for the cameras, and that all Tamra is doing is being honest, and that Jen doesn't like it because truth hurts. And it's like, you're the one who keeps bringing up this Jen and Ryan drama and making it a thing. And all these things were said to Tamra in confidence, but Tamra doesn't believe in like confidence. Like she's like, I am back on the show, so I have to make a big deal about everything. I truly believe everything Tamra does is for show, is for for the cameras, so that people could say what Tamra really wanted, Chantel, was for people to be like, Tamra brought the show back.
Yeah.
Tamra made the show relevant again. So she's like, I'm going to bring it. Because even when we'll talk about the walked out part, but what did you think about that part?
To me, Tamra bothers me is because she wants to be honest. She like is so hardcore about like, just be honest. But you don't need to sit there and throw it in her face, or like, I would never want to tell you something because you constantly throw in everyone's face all the time.
Yeah. Well,
so she just bothers me.
Tamra says that Ryan has it for married woman, and that Jen has thought Ryan was hot. Jen then insinuates that Tamra thought Ryan was hot too. And I don't know why this had Tamra clenching her asshole and getting all hot and bothered. I'm so confused. She throws a napkin, acts all thirsty, when I could totally picture Tamra telling Jen, yeah, you think he's cute? Well, I think he's cute. Like, that's a normal thing to do. You tell your girlfriend, especially when she expresses interest, you'll be like, oh yeah, he's cute. But Tamra, again, she does everything for show. She makes a scene. She throws a napkin. She walks outside. Shannon follows her. She's not even showing her face on the camera because it's like all for pretend. It's all because, again, Tamra wants to be like, I made the show relevant again. You guys complained about the show the last 2 seasons, and you guys are watching because of me. It's because of the things I say and do. And I'm just like, Tamra, shut the hell up.
And the way she got so mad and threw the napkin, it's 100% you either flirted or wanted Jen's guy, or you said so much, or you wouldn't do that.
No, I truly believe, that Chanel, I don't believe that at all. I believe she was like, yeah, he's hot. Oh, cute guy. Just like what Jen was saying on the show. But Tamra does this for show. Like, she just wants to act mad. And even Emily, she points out, she says that, Tamra's the one that keeps talking about Jen's relationship. And then when Jen defends it, she gets mad because that's Tamra. That's what Tamra does.
She's the worst. That's all I can tell you.
But I mean, this is typical Tamra. I wrote this. I wrote, can we talk about this? Because Tamra brings up Jen shit, brings up her boyfriend, how he's into married woman, opens up this can of things that they spoke about in confidence. And then when Jen calmly responds, Tamra blows it out of proportion so she can look like a victim and make Jen feel like Jen did something wrong. When it's been Tamra the whole time, not shutting her mouth when it comes to someone who was actually her friend outside of the show. But again, Tamra does everything for show, and I kind of think she likes Ryan, and she likes that he has money and that he does well. Like, no offense,
and she
like,
tried to
Eddie
talk
didn't
shit.
really have it like that.
Yeah, and she tried to talk shit that Ryan's like short, like Eddie's short, like they're like the same height.
I can't with stuff like that. That's the dumbest thing ever. Oh my gosh.
But the one part which was crazy when she comes back to the table and she just looks at Jen, it's like, I'm livid. The way Jen looks at Tamra with her eyes, it's almost like she's flabbergasted that Tamra's even acting this way.
She
like
absolutely is.
She's seeing a different person and she's so confused by it. She's like looking at her and like, what the hell are you doing?
I agree. I will say though, I love Shannon because when Shannon confronted Tamra, she's like, dude, like she basically was like telling her, if like Ryan's a bad guy, let Jen figure it out. If that was just me and all of you guys were coming at me talking about that, it would be so hard for me. And Shannon puts herself in Jen's shoes, and I appreciated that she did that. But then, like you said, Tamra comes in guns blazing and she's like, I'm livid at you. I am. And I'm like,
and Tamra, when have you ever helped anybody with your opinions? Like, when have you ever helped with all of Vicky's relationships? Shannon's like, when have you ever helped? Like, when have your opinion ever helped?
You've always said it the worst way.
Exactly. Ever. You're not a good friend. So
at all.
Stop.
Period. Again, I'm here for Emily though. Like she points out that Tamra keeps talking about the relationship and then gets mad when Jen defends it. Emily is calling out the bullshit, and I stan Emily. She looks at Heather before like Tamra and them walks in, and she tells Heather, like, your relationship with Tamra is the phoniest relationship, and yet you defend her. And Heather's like, I don't defend her. But again, now we know that Heather just doesn't want the craziness of Tamra directed at her. So she gives Tamra a pass. But why are we so scared of Tamra? I get it. We don't want Tamra to say vile things about us, but it is what it is at the end of the day. You can say vile things about her. You can get her, like canned from the OC. Like Heather runs the OC. Tamra doesn't. Like Tamra's like on the bottom pole of it. Is that what you call it? The bottom one? I don't know. But everyone is turning on Heather because they don't understand this loyalty and fakeness with Tamra. And I don't blame them here.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense now when she says it. Like they probably all last season was talking so much shit about Tamra, and then like, behind the scenes because she wasn't on the show, and then all of a sudden she's on the show and you guys are like buddies. It's weird.
It doesn't make sense at all.
Yeah.
And why does everyone stop talking when one person leaves the show? It's like they can't handle it. It's so crazy. But yeah, I did write, when Tamra walks to the table and then tells Jen she's so livid, but no one heard it. I wish they did. And Jen just looks at her, like you said, in shock. But listen, I would never be on a reality show, but get me on the show so I can laugh in Tamra's face and put her in check just for one scene. Like, please, so I can check this person and be like, you're the biggest fucking loser ever.
And I feel like they tried to do that, but then they like just come at her friends, like, because they don't. I don't know.
When Emily and like, I loved what Emily and Gina were saying, but why aren't you guys saying it when Tamra's there?
Exactly. It's like you guys are scared too.
Why is everyone so scared of Tamra? This is so weird. Because like Emily and Gina had the best points ever. And they're like calling out Heather. They're blasting Heather. But say this when Tamra's here, because I would love to see Tamra's response. Then you know what Tamra would have done at that moment? She would have changed her tone with Heather, acted like she was best friends with Heather, even though she's been so horrible to Heather since she's come back. And it's like for no reason. Like Heather's actually been loyal to you when you don't deserve it. And Heather's not
Heather has been so loyal to
Heather
her.
Like blasts people all the time, and she gives you a pass, and you take advantage of it. It's so crazy.
I don't get their relationship, and clearly they don't either. So that's where it's coming from.
So I will say, you guys, this episode was, pretty good. We find out that David is getting divorced, or he files divorce from his.
I can't believe he has a little baby. That's so sad.
Why are men like this?
I swear.
Like, why do you guys do this? You get into this, like, not all men, but
Like
like
your
this
kids are
midlife
18
crisis. Oh
and then now
my
you have like a
God.
2-year-old. It's like so sad for
Because
the
they're with like a
baby.
20-year-old. I don't know how old this girl is, but there was someone who's younger who doesn't have kids yet, who's like, my dream is to have kids. And it's like, you're really gonna pick this fucking guy to have a kid with? Like, oh my gosh. I mean, they're slim picking, but still.
So bad.
Yeah. Should we go to BravoCon, guys? Right? We should, right? We're gonna go. Are you guys gonna go? BravoCon is so
It's just
expensive.
expensive. Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry. We were
If there's a
looking.
producer or, someone
Yeah,
sponsoring
I
it,
know.
call us, email us,
Call
let us
us.
know.
Seriously. It's literally 1,200 because I am the most impatient person. I can't do general admission. So I would like put my life
Okay, let's
savings
see if
on
we
that.
can even give a VIP. Watch it get sold out.
You guys, it's so much money. And then we looked up flights. Flights were $1,000. And I was like, ew, to Vegas. I mean, actually people love Vegas, but I don't know. Oh God, please
You
don't
haven't,
cover me.
no, you haven't. If we go to Vegas, I'm going to show you the Vegas experience that we
Yeah,
deserve.
I went
Like
to Vegas when I was
you're gonna love
21,
it.
where like
Yeah.
we had to go to the like pool party. I don't like stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna go to like
Yeah.
nice restaurants, be fun. It's like a show, and then you like go to sleep. You can,
Wow, we
rest
go to
up.
sleep. I like that. I need that. I haven't slept in years. So yeah, I would love that. But yeah, everything was just so expensive. I called my dad and I was like, Dad, can you get us a free room? And he's like, yeah, let me make some calls. And I was like, well, we would get a free room.
Well,
But
that means your dad's a gambler.
oh my gosh, no, is that? Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like every man I know can get a free room in Vegas except my husband, because my husband doesn't. So shout
See?
out to Jacob for not being that way. But yeah. He doesn't even like watch sports to like even like pick. Okay, let me not say that out loud because then he's gonna be like, Roxanne, why would you say I don't watch sports? Just kidding.
Bill the
But
opposite. He watches every sport.
yeah, my husband totally doesn't. He watches Real Housewives with me. I'm just kidding, Jacob. But anyway, yeah, so that is our episode. Okay, I keep saying, channel, that we're gonna do like episodes of like past interviews, but we really need to do that. And then we're gonna actually have Laura on too, because Laura is
Yeah, that'll be exciting to have Laura on.
so Laura is like my partner in all about TRH with the website, all the stories, things of that sort. And she went to a lot of events. So I was like, it would be so interesting if you come on and you talk about those events you went to, because it was during filming time. So I thought that was interesting. So we're going to have her on, and New York recap. We're going to try, you guys, to do 3 episodes a week. I don't know. We're going to try. Are you guys going to listen? Please listen if we do.
Yeah.
And because I'm like kind of like embarrassed if you guys don't listen and we do 3 episodes. So yeah, that's all that we have for today. I have to clean up my entire house because we have the craziest day tomorrow.
I'm just kidding.
I know. No, I really first I don't know.
Like, stop talking.
I know, and it's like 10:50. I have so much to do. Well, anyways, fuck Chantel is all I have to say right now. So
I was kidding.
That's all, you guys. We need to
subscribe, comment.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We've been forgetting to say that. We need to do a shirt that also says "you guys," because we always are like, "You guys."
Mm-hmm.
I say that so much, it's disgusting. I'll like listen back and I'm like cringing and I'm like, oh my God, enough with the "you guys." I can't help it. I can't. All right, though. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Be sure to check out allabouttrh.com for everything Real Housewives and Bravo TV. And please make sure to subscribe and follow us on Instagram at allabouttrh podcast.